And boom, there we go. Ooh, that's not good. That was not good. If Corey's listening, she can bring me those headphones now because I just remembered that I have another feed going on, and that's probably was some crazy feedback there. Because what we're going to do tonight is we're pressing a little over 100 shirts, I think. There's 117 in the order. But if you know anything about ordering right now, we got some issues trying to order stuff, so we actually have stuff coming tomorrow to fulfill this order. So we're going to bang this out here and be good to go with it. So my plan is we'll get through all the notes, you know, how we always do. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and start pressing. Because I think there's still 100. I know, is it still bad? God, where's Corey when I need her? Because, see, this stupid thing. I bet if I go put it over here, then it won't be as bad. Then it won't be as bad. I bet it went away. Because now it's over there. But even with that, it shouldn't be... you want to plug it in over there? The headphones? I got it over on the table. Then it should go away. Hey, you know. It's been a while since I did, you know, the dual display with the separate camera and that, because I was trying to figure out how you'd be able to read the comments while I'm pressing, because I'm not going to be over here for this. So doing this will take away from that. Yeah, it was sitting right here. It was kind of bad, wasn't it? So I'll be able to call out comments, say who did it, but, you know, like currently I can be like, hey, Darren, thanks for stopping by. And Tanya, what's up to you? And Sandy, how's Baby Watch going? Hope everything is good there. It did have a nice echo, and it is much better now. Yes, it is. The reverb, gone. We got rid of the reverb, so that should be away. And who else? Eric, thanks for stopping by. And Connie, good to see you as well. So we'll get into some news notes. What's we got going on here? This week, we just got like 2-3 days. So what are we on? We're on Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday with Todd. It's Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 3 days away, we'll be in Kansas City. So if you're in the Kansas City area, we'd love to see you at the DAX show. You can stop by booth 218 to see the whole OSG family. And by the whole family, I mean, I'll be there, and Aaron will be there, and Kylene will be there. Corey's going to try and make some appearances in the booth. The kids will be there. Stop on by, see us. We've got some fun swag to give away. So, yeah, we would definitely love if you were in the area to come by and see us. And FU, Facebook user. If you're coming up as a Facebook user, that means you have not given StreamYard permission this month. Because, hey, guess what? We're in a new month. Really surprising, you know. No, it's not. You need to give StreamYard permission to do that. The way that you can do that is if I'll even post a link here. If you head over to oursuccess.group/Facebook, give them permission, then we'll see who you are. Now, the other way around that is if you just head over to our YouTube channels at fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Head over to either one of those locations, and guess what? You'll be able to watch us on YouTube, and then we won't have any issues. So we were there, and let's see, because we had 2 of those there. Ooh. And Darren's going to stop by and see us on Saturday. We will be there. Connie, we wish you could go too. We wish we could see you there. So that's coming up this weekend. It is going to be Kansas City. After that, the next show is going to be Applique Getaway. Is when Aaron will be Applique Getaway. He's going to that's July 23rd through the 25th down in Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, Marriott, one of the down there, Dallas-Fort Worth area. You can find out more information about the Applique Getaway by going to, I don't know if I have a little there, I do have a little thing in here, the oursuccess.group/AG. Head over there. Guess what? We got all the information on the Applique Getaway. Next up, we still have our sticker special. Did really well in June. And people asked, hey, is there any way you can extend it in July? Sure, why not? So we have extended our sticker deal. In fact, I'm going to put that on the little ticker here so you can see it at the bottom. Use code STICKERDEAL10 to save 10% off our sticker deals at Fat Dad Wholesale. So if you go to the website, there's sticker deals. You can go there and see, hey, all right, 10% off that. There are going to be more stuff added this week because if you didn't know, no rush orders this week because we are leaving for DAX. So there will be no rush orders. Also, anything placed Thursday, Friday, won't be processed until Monday. We have that listed on the website, but that's why everything is falling in your typical timeline of your 5 to 7 days, 7 to 10, depending on the product that you order. So you don't have to worry about anything there. We just want to make sure we got out in front of it, said, hey, this is what schedule's looking like, this is where it is. No rush orders this week. But you'll see that going on there too. What else do we got? transfers. We're doing transfers. These are 613 transfers. I know some people are no longer able to, or are not able to sign up with accounts with them because they're no longer taking new customers. Just give us an email. If you need some single color transfers, we'll work with you. There'll be a little processing fee because we'll do the work and then we'll see about getting them shipped to you and that. But we'll do our best to take care of you and show them. I did notice when I got these new ones because these are the ones that we're doing. And for anybody that's done it, varsity is what we went with. Typically, I'd always done these at 325 for 7 seconds. But now I see that this new Fandangled sticker is telling us we need to go 350 for 7 seconds. So this will be the first time that we're doing that. We'll see how that turns out. But transfers, I think there's a little over 100 shirts there that we're going to do. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I don't think it's going to take an hour. I think I'll have these banged out fairly quickly because you have not used them before. Like I said, these said they press at 350. Moderate pressure, heavy pressure. That is the key to transfers that I have found with the 613 ones is pressure, pressure, pressure. You need some heavy pressure with it. 7 seconds. So boom, 7 seconds, pop up, done, peel, go on to the next one. We've got it set up so shirts are on one side. We'll have the transfers, boom, pull, move shirts over on the other side. So it should be a fairly quick, simple, easy process. Let me see if I'm missing any new things on here. Let's see. Do we got any here? Nope. I got everything there. Yeah, so okay. All right, so we'll check in, and then we're going to switch cameras, and then I'll be able to answer it from there. Ree, thanks for stopping by. Allie, great talking to you on Friday night, which was an awesome time at the cocktail party. Now, we called early, but we still had fun the rest of the night. And I definitely recommend anybody that when we have those again, stop by. Great conversation. I don't even know what time they called it quits. I got out early for once this time. Renee, that is correct. 613 is not taking new customers. They haven't been taking new customers 6 months, a year, maybe. It's been a while that they have not taken new customers on. So yeah. So if somebody does need single color transfers at a reasonable price, they can get with me and we'll figure something out there. Jesse, thanks for coming by. I really don't like 350, and I don't know what changed because it says 325 for polyester. The other ones that I did last week I did at 325. They were the same ones, and I didn't even look at the tag. I just know that's just what we did. And I just I saw this one when it came out because it was on the top of the transfers, and whatever. I saw it was at 350. So hopefully those other ones are still good. I think I hope so because I've done them at that for as long as we can go, and we'll go from there. What else do we have here? As Eric said, for a while now, they don't have the capacity for new customers. That's correct. And Evelyn, hi from South Carolina. Hello from Illinois. Good there. I pressed your DTF transfers. They were awesome. Thanks. Woohoo! Ellie, we did sponsor back. So sponsor backs that had tons of color, loads of color because there was probably 12 different logos, I think, something close to that, and 2 different types. So that's a great thing for DTF is full color backs on short runs like that. Perfect for them. Yeah, I love 613, but 350 seemed to crack easier. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. This is the first time that we're rolling with it, so hopefully everything is good with it. I think different formula, and maybe that's what it did. They switched off they switched up to a different formula. I don't know. I've always done 325, 350. This will be the first time doing them. So, and these are throwaway shirts. They're going to be used for an event and then move on from there. So it'll be interesting to see how they wash up because I've always had great luck with 613. And so seeing this was just a new thing for us. Good to see you. Wish I could get to DAX, but crazy summer so far. This summer is a crazy summer. We just looked because here locally we have I think the PGA is in tour. The PGA is in town this weekend at our local golf course. So that was going on. We had races that we planned on attend for Street Outlaws filming, which is our local racetrack this weekend. We'll be in Kansas City. In Kansas City is the barbecue fest that's going on this weekend. But we knew this was going to happen. We knew that once they decided to loosen the COVID restrictions, that every weekend there was going to be 2 or 3 things going on, and everybody's going to be fighting for a piece of that pie. So this is the prime time to get out there and try and get some sales in, some events, see what you can do to help people out. Hey, are you able to put this together? This is, it's kind of just a quick 100 shirt order, or 117 piece order. I said, I think 100 of it's here. So we'll just bang it out tonight on this, show you how well, that they work for us. And, but yeah, there's always going to be something going on this summer. And for rest of DAX, we have Minnesota, which is the 3rd and 4th of August. Currently, Dax, that is in Tinley Park, or not in Tinley Park. That one is at Treasure Island in Minnesota. That one the whole family was going to go to, but we're not 100% sure if they are, because as of right now, or last I checked, restrictions are still in place. So the water park is still closed, and the bowling alley and arcade are only open on the weekends. Now, the 3rd and 4th, it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, I do believe, or a Monday, Tuesday. I think it is Tuesday, Wednesday. So middle of the week. That means there is nothing going on. So there's no reason to take the family. Hopefully they get that resolved for them. But good thing about middle of the week show is, hey, maybe you can sneak out there and be able to get there for it. You just ordered some 613, or just got an order. Press very good. Did you use, or is that 350? Because this will be my first 350. I've always done 325. So we'll see how those are. Just pressed a bunch of 2-color 350. Perfect. All right. Good to go. Mine were throwaway too. Perfect. That's, and then what do we mean throwaway shirts? They're like an event shirt. They're good for one thing. Somebody's it's not going to be worn all the time. So, that's why we usually, we're fine with it. It makes it through the event. That's what we wanted. Of course, we want it to last longer, but most of the time, excuse me, these will probably not get worn maybe once or twice throughout the year from there. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you. Matthew, howdy to you as well. And someday we'll have something in St. Louis. Probably the closest to St. Louis is going to be Tinley Park. Just saying, that one's only a 5.5-hour drive from there. Or what is it going the other way when there's something in Nashville, right? Because sometimes they'll have something in Nashville. But St. Louis, I would be fine with. I'd make the road trip down there. All right. I think we're going to go ahead. Oh, look at this. Marvin, it's so good to catch you live. Marvin, thanks for jumping in and seeing us. Tournament and done. I just know because I do and wear and wash a lot, like to see how they hold. Yeah. And so for us, we always order extra transfers too. So that way we can have samples to show. And you never know. There might be that reorder after the fact. So I'm going to put one on there and we'll wash it up and see how it does. But from what people are saying, everything's worked out fine with it. Okay. Transfers, said varsity. Yep. So that's the same ones that these are the varsity ones. 350. That's what we're going to rock and roll with. Mo, good evening to you. All right. Now I'm going to switch over to this other camera, move the mic, and then let's see. I'll take this off the screen. We'll have that there. I'm going to switch over to this other one, and then we're going to be able to go from there. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I got to move some stuff. Because we're doing some transfers for somebody else. Whoa, look at that. See? DTF transfers. Look at that. You're not leaving that in all that fun color and layering that. No way. You're just going to do full color transfers. So we just finished up. Actually, we still got to finish this order up after we're done tonight with this. But at least this way, I can see what's going on. Ooh, and I can see the comments over here. I need a mic check. Mic check there. I got, sheezies. That almost, I got cute cat headphones so I don't get the crazy sound anymore. I got the comments right there. Sweet. So now we should be able to see everything perfectly. Okay. So these transfers. Boom, 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 boom. Sweet daddy right there. There we go. So if you haven't used a transfer before, we're going to show you how to use the process. Like I said, these are varsity. So varsity says, hey, these are going to be 350 for cotton. Cotton blend. So what do you use for? So polyester 325, cotton 350. So we can go to 350. We're going to press them. We're going to rock and roll. Press them 7 seconds. They're a hot peel. It says 60 psi, which is heavy. You want heavy on it. You don't want light pressure on it. And I'm going to see if shiz. I did not mean to say that. Let me click in here because I think I might have to. I think I just did something wrong, but I don't know because see, if you can see on the screen, I hit the wrong button, and we're going to cancel this, and then we're going to join here. We're going to enter there. There we go. Perfect. So now I can still see me, and I can see the chat if I need to, and have that in the background. Perfect. Now I should be able to see everything. Okay. So let's just start pressing, right? So I got my shirts over here to the left of me, so I'll be able to pull them off. I got them just all folded over on the back. Now this is 4X. Now typically, where do you place on your shirts? So, some people will get out the measurer to measure out where it is. They'll get all intricate with it. Some will go hand, some will go, they'll break out, a tape measure and say, hey, this is where it's going here. When you're doing screen printing, everything's lined up for you on the screen. So you just put the shirt on, go. When you do this, yeah, you're going to have to, figure out what works best for you. Now, typically, I don't like to measure because this takes time, right? It takes time to measure. I don't want to measure. I don't want to take time. Now, sometimes I'll use it for left chest because that one you do want to be pretty consistent. You don't want to be over in the armpits for things. You don't want to be off crazy, in other places. But most shirts are all going to start in your same thing, right about here, right about there, easy on the eye. And then it's going to depend on the shirt size because, on a smaller shirt, if you try and keep that same area, you're going to be down below it. So it's going to come up a little. The key is just consistency. If you want to use your hand and say, this is what we're going to do this time, every time. See, we'll put it there, which measures down from the collar about 4 inches. So my hand's about 3. If I put it underneath the collar, boom, that gives us 4. So that's how I like to do it. Now, all these shirts have a center seam in it, so you can see that it's lined up there. You know where you're going with it. That's how we do it. If you can see there's the comments. 3 fingers. So see, how big are your fingers, Allie? Because, your 3 fingers, there's my 3 fingers is 2.5, but it might be you're in here. So it really depends, right? Because not all fingers are the same size. Corey's fingers, if I tell her 3 fingers, it's probably closer to here. So this is where, you just got to be consistent with it. Put them where it is. And Marvin, love my headphones. I know. That's the best thing about kids is they have headphones. So you can have stuff like that, right? They can just get them out of your way, see where it is, do everything from there. All right. Let's see. Question there. 3:57 seconds. Peeled so nice. All right. That's what we're going to go with. I never measure eyeball. Exactly, Connie. That's what I do. Collar and armpit. So even like this on this big jumbo shirt, like I guarantee. So if our spoilage rate is 5%, right? That means I should screw up 5 of these shirts out of these 100. That's what I've built into what our spoilage is I'm going to screw up 5 of them. Is that going to happen? Probably not, because I'm going to get pretty consistent with these on how they pull off, how I'm going to put it in it. Really, what's going to screw me up is me talking and me trying to, pay attention, do this, and just keep rocking from there. But most of mine, I just eyeball. Now, when you do order transfers from 613, they have them cut down the size. So it doesn't matter what you order. If these were 4-inch ones, they'd be cut in 4-inch holes. They would just be cut down the size on this. And yes, Connie, do not screw up because, when you don't screw up, you make more money. So that's a super plus. So like I said, you can go whatever you want to stay with. If you want to go 4, 3, 2, 1, that's on you. That's on you where you want to have it. Right there looks about good for me. Right there looks about good for me because I'm looking at the collar to see where everything is and where it's lined up. And it's as simple as heavy ass pressure. And then, it matters. 7 seconds is going to be just this quick. That pops up and voila. There you go. And then we're just going to throw it over to the side and then we're just going to keep going. And this is the process that we're going to do. We're going to see how long it takes to bang that out. So that's first shirt at stopwatch. We're going to see how long this takes as I'm sitting here chatting, because one of the things that I did find was going to be a little difficult is where this camera is traditionally where I have this. So I've actually kind of got to work around it, which means it's just going to take a little more time and to put it in there. And then, of course, when I'm talking, I'm not in the groove because, when you get in the groove, you're in the groove. You're ready to press. You're ready to rock and roll, which leads me to my next question. What kind of music do you listen to as you're pressing? Because, when I have an order to press, I need some music, my man. I need something. I need something to keep me rocking and rolling. I need something to go through there. And it'll switch up, depending on the mood that I'm in, depending on how everything, just how the day is going. But traditionally, for me, is if you can get me some 90s hip hop, some 90s rap, I'm on it, man. That's what I just need. Like Sirius Channel 47, Sirius Fly, that's my jam. But I can listen to just about everything. In fact, I do listen to about everything. I don't think there's a genre of music that I really am like, oh, geez, what are you playing that for? When it's just me out at the grill, even me and the kids, if I can get away with it when Corey's out there, I'm a good blues kid. I'll turn on the BB King channel and I'm just rock solid, ready to go. It just puts me in a good place, in a nice little frosty beverage, and then you just drink away. Sit out there, have some good tunes going, and chill and enjoy. Because that's what being at the grill and the smoke is all about. But there's other times when I want to just metal out, and I'll throw on some crazy hard rock. Other times, I need that sweet EDM beat just to keep going. So, like I said, there's not much I don't listen to. What we got here? I will see 70s rock. Connie's a 70s rock girl. I can handle some 70s rock. Doesn't hurt me at all. Which, funny, we'll go on this road trip, here to where's that place we're going to? Kansas City, right? So we're going to Kansas City, and we'll leave Thursday afternoon, and we'll get there. And I don't know what we'll even have on the radio, because most of the time I will just I won't have the radio on. It'll be on, but it'll just be low. It won't be loud or anything. But I don't know why. I'm not one for like jamming out with music on there, and I should be, because all the kids have headphones in, doing their thing, whatever, But I usually don't. What I have found is we'll listen to it's the station all the kids agree on, Hits One. So we'll turn on Hits One, and I realize that by the time you get about an hour down the road, you're hearing the same songs over and over. And that's not my jam, unless it is a good jam, but mostly it is not my good jam. I'm not a good fan of that. So then that's when I'll just spend the next half hour just kind of finding something to get me going. All right. And if I make a mistake, then I have to go to Christian. Oh, so you bounce back between the two. All right, that's the way I do it. Ooh, Evelyn, varies, very smooth, giant, very smooth. Varies. I can say that word. Varies. Some smooth jazz, gospel, or old school. Ooh. See, that can just put you in a good mind place. Music says a lot. Music says a lot about you and your personality, which I think mine says I have multiple personalities, because, I wasn't the biggest fan of country growing up, because growing up as a kid, it was a really twangy country, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. Then when it became poppy, it wasn't too bad. So you can even do some country now. But I can, being in a bar, I ran that for a while. I think that's what kind of turned on my country ear, because that's a lot of what was on the jukebox, and a lot of what was on karaoke. So country, I guess, kind of grew on me, and I did what I had to do. But where was I going with that story? I don't know. Oh, our music, what we're listening to this, and then I'm reading comments here. So yeah. Don't you have your collar off the press? Nope. Collar's on the press. I just press right on it. I just go, man. I just go. Let's see, Eric, usually 80s or early 90s music. I can handle that. 80s had some good music in it. It had some bad music, but it had some good music in it too. So I can totally handle that. Now that brings up an interesting question. Not 80s or 90s music, but who said that? Who said that about the collar on the shirt? Are you a slide on? Are you what is that? Are you a thread on? Which now I'm going to screw this up. So do you press your shirts this way or the way I've been doing it? Which way do you press? See, I don't go this way because, one, I'm not a screen printer. So screen printer will. And then, you go upside down here. You put that where it's at, because that's what a screen printer would do, because they load their shirts that way, and then it goes to the press. I'm not an upside down type of person. Did I do that upside down? Yes, I shouldn't do that for me. We'll double check. Aha! I did do it the right way. Or you press this way. You let me know which way you press and why you press the way that you press. Because I don't feel that there's a right or wrong answer when it comes to doing on a heat press. I like this way because I can see. I can't read upside down. I mean, I can't read the best anyway. Now you want me to read upside down and backwards? I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot for me to do. doing it this way, I can see what it is. All right, let's see. Corey's going to be asleep in the car. Listen to whatever you want. I know. If anybody knows Corey, Corey is not the best co-pilot. Amazing wife, amazing business partner, not the greatest co-pilot. We can get about a half hour into a road trip before my navigator goes to sleep, which leaves me on my own. So it is never a good time. In fact, there's been a few times where we have got to meet up with the wonderful Renee, and Corey will make her way to the back seat so she can get a lot more comfortable, and then I have a co-pilot. And Renee's about right. About 20 minutes, Corey will be asleep. So, it's there. Just if you're going to be a passenger car, try and be a good co-pilot. I mean, you just got to sit there. I don't know if I could just sit there. I would work because, it's there. But we've got about a 5.5 hour drive from here to Kansas City. And it would be nice if she didn't sleep that whole time. And it would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice if she drove, but I know that's not going to happen. All right, let's see. Road trip music up, and I belted out. Sorry, not sorry for the passengers. So I've tried, and yeah, it doesn't always work as planned that way. But I can get some good stuff in there. And like I said, having satellite radio, if you don't have it, and you're someone who drives a lot, especially out of your region, I think it's one of the best things ever. Totally worth it for me because I'm not a commercial person. There's been a couple times where we've got a rental car and it had terrestrial radio on it, right? Is that terrestrial? Not terrestrial, land, whatever's over the airwaves. I was battling for like 15 minutes to not find something that had a commercial on it. And I don't know what channels or what, so you just got to hit the scan feature. And you don't know how long you have it for. So having that thing, satellite radio, allows you to at least, keep the same station on the whole time. And there's times that I'll get into the good talk radio stuff, where I'll get up there and see what's going on in the comedy channel or things like that. I could probably do audiobooks, right? And just have those on there. Maybe that's something I could do. Put that on there and see what's going on. All right, see where we are with it. And Leslie, hello. Glad that you were able to catch us live as well. You were right in the middle of catching us. Press, 100 shirts, which I think is the number that we settle on for it. As far as how many we have done, I don't know. Maybe 10? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of it. I just know that the polyol is somewhat there for it. Eric does classical or Beach Boys or Elvis. I can dig any of that. Does not be like, oh, no way. No, I can. Any of that I'm totally fine with. What else? Takes too long to thread. I think so, Connie. I think because it's easier to do it this way and what we're doing there. But I think if you get people that are good at threading and that's what they're used to, I mean, you can do it just as fast. A lot of it comes down this platen. If you get a slipped platen where you're not catching on that rubber, if you have the silicone underbase here, the silicone mat that wraps around this, then it slides on there a lot easier. So then you're not, it's not getting stuck on things. I think when you have these mats, like these ones here, this rubber one, that's not slicky, that'll hold the shirt in there, that's when it becomes more of a pain because it just takes longer to do because you're pulling it off of it. What's my favorite thing to do? Watch on the internet. Todd pressing 100 shirts. Hey, I'm totally down with that. I don't really have a favorite thing to watch on the internet. Although Animal Kingdom does come back on Sunday. It's on TNT. I cannot wait for that to start up because the last season ended amazingly. So I think there's only 2 seasons left. I think it's like one of those weird season, but it's extended, so it's going to be 2 seasons type of thing. Something weird like that. But that starts on Sunday. And I'll try and I'll watch that sometime next week, but I will go from there. I don't like Upside Down. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like being able to do it this way. But like I said, each is their own. It's not all, it's not all set in stone. It's going to be whatever works for you. It can be easier for you. Because that's, at the end of the day, it's what you're comfortable doing. Like I said, I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I'll never tell anybody that threads that they're wrong. Why? Is it working for you? Okay, great. It's working for you. Way to go. Well, Corey is trying to call me out and say not true. She's done pretty good the last few times. By last few times, let's say, so the last few times we went on road trips, have you not fallen asleep at all? I'm not even talking like 2 minutes. I'm not saying, yeah. I mean, because if that's cool with you, can I just fall asleep for like 2 minutes while we're driving? I mean, probably not, right? So sleeping doesn't matter if it's 1 minute or an hour. Sleeping is sleeping. Kind of if you're not driving, you tend to fall asleep. I don't have that luxury. I've been the driver as long as Corey and I have been together. I don't know if she's ever driven on a road trip because she does not like car rides. I mean, she's kind of like a baby. Not like a baby, like emotionally or physically or anything like that. A baby, you want to put him to sleep, just go get him in the car. Come on, girl, let's go for a ride. You're being cranky today. Let's just go for a ride. Just a short little ride. There you go. And then you just, give her a pillow and her little blankie and tuck her in. Let her go to sleep. It'll be fine. All right. What else? Let's see. I do the same thing to my husband. He gets 30 minutes, then I'm asleep. Yeah. And I try. I'm like, hey, I try and keep the conversation going, about something fun or something we see. No way, Jose. She just wants to sleep. So I let her, whatever. I can just go that way. That's traditionally why, if we're going somewhere, like this is about the 6 hours is about my limit on how much I want to drive. Anything more than that's when I want to start looking at flights and seeing is it really worth it, or I guess depending where we're going, what we're doing, type of thing. But where was I going with that? I don't know where the hell I was going with that. I don't know. There's a point to that, and then I started thinking about something else, and then I forgot. I forgot what it was, man. Sorry. It had something to do with road trips and going there, but I don't know what it was. Let's see what do we have here. I'll look at that in a second. iHeartRadio killed independent radio stations. That's why you get corporate mandated repeats on the hour. It does not surprise me at all. But I don't, on satellite's the same thing. Especially if you listen to it enough at the same channel enough, it doesn't matter what it is. Even I'll listen to that Sirius Fly 47. There'll be times, I can only take so much Tony, or Tony Tone, or whatever the hell it is. I can only take so much of that, and I can only take so much of hearing at the same time when I'm driving. Like, oh my god, I just heard this like 2 hours ago. So no, find something else. There's plenty of other stuff on there. So I think it just all goes through cycles. Darren's go-to is 80s metal. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with some 80s metal. Give me some good 80s metal, and we're down. Bigger hair, closer to God. Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Or that's something else. But same concept. I guess back, those were rock shows, playing out arenas. It was party time then. I'm totally on board for that. Like Jesse YouTube, XM Radio. I'm good with that. Like I said, XM Radio. Connie has Sirius, but also have Spotify and like it better. So we've got the same. We've got Spotify and Sirius. Now, what I'm looking for, because I'll use, I guess, depending where I'm at in the house or in the location, because XM with the app, I can pretty much play that anywhere. So I can, between the Bluetooth speakers and everything with that, it's perfect for the golf cart, perfect for any of that. Where it is not perfect at is places that I don't get signal. And when I don't get signal, that's when I go to Spotify. I do like Spotify because they have a lot of good podcasts on there too. So that pulls me into there where there's some good fun ones on there. Now, I will say that it's been a while since I've gotten into a good podcast. I couldn't. Yeah, actually, I do remember the last series. I'm good for, I'll listen to stuff, not like every time, I'll catch something here and there. But if there's like a series of something where I can catch all of that and go through it, I'll get tied on that. Once Upon a Time in the Valley was the last one I think I got into. It was it's a good one. It's got an interesting topic and that with it, but that one was a pretty good one that I got in there. So, what's your favorite podcast? What's stuff that you listen to? And there, yeah, murder mysteries for sure. So I could probably put everything. I guess thinking about it, I could probably put that all in the van. Then we go. The other thing that I like about Spotify over XM is, I can pick what I want to listen to. So if I want to load up, my road trip music, this is gonna be my road trip music, and this is what we're doing. Then this is my road trip music, and this is what we're listening to. So then I am Mr. DJ, and I am the guy who's in charge. My water's way over there. Should run it closer. Do you know how many shirts we've gone through? I don't feel like counting. Anybody else keeping track of this for me? Probably not. You don't have to. We'll weigh them at the end and we'll see. I mean, no, we won't, because we don't know how many shirts are in X amount, because there are plenty of different sizes here. Because this order is going to go from youth to 4X. There's also, we're going to be switching colors towards the end too, because this ones are for the little kids, or this one is for the attendees, and then there's a different color for the staff, which we'll see. We'll see if the staff ones, if they color my press, because they're the neon shirts. Anybody else ran into that, where they've had the neon shirts stain their press? I have not had that happen yet, but I know my good friend there, Pilar, had it happen on the orange, where it did it. Good question there, Mo. Same size trans for all the shirts? Yep. Yes, indeed. I gave them the option. Hey, here's what we're looking at. We can go ahead and we can do these all the same size. It'll just be bigger on the youth ones, because that's what a screen printer would do. Or if you want a separate one for these other size shirts, there's going to be a $20 or $25 charge for each additional size. Guess what they did? They're going all the same size. So that's what you do. You just charge for that, right? They want extra size. I got to pay that extra fee for it. So they're going to have to pay it as well. Kind of a neon and tie-dye ones. Now, I haven't had it happen yet. So knock on wood, but it's not going to happen this time either. Because I'm not a fan of that. The one thing that, you can get in a good groove here, because you only have 7 seconds, but like this, I got to pop over here, get over here, get a drink. But the good thing is, auto open. So it'll just open up for me. And then, boom, and just peel and go. Peel and go. Peel and go. Press, peel, profit, right? Is that all we got to do? Press, peel, and profit. I think that's how it goes. I think Mike Kaminsky there over at Sub 101 has something close to that. I think it's print, press, profit. I think is what his is. So this would be press, peel, profit. But, we're not 100% sure. But it is. Print, peel, profit. And what I'll do is when this order is done, I'll post numbers and say, hey, here's what we spent on it time-wise. And I knew how long it would take me to do, based on previous orders. I know this one is going to take me a little longer because doing it this way. But we're getting content too. And content is king. I like when I can get content out of people. It goes from there, and we can drive and see how long it goes. Because then we get to talk. Well, I get to talk. You guys just get to listen. But if you'd like conversation and you'd like to talk more, hey, I'd love to hear you. Spark up a conversation. Give me some comments. Give me something, and we can talk about. Let's talk about DAX this weekend. This is fun and exciting for me because if you don't know my story, a couple of years ago, the first trade show that we went to was DAX in Tinley Park. And that was, it changed the way that we did business. It changed the way that we met people. We had a great time with that. Made some amazing friends along the way. And that's when I was like, yep, for sure, this industry is for me. Because not only of the things that we learned at the trade show, but the people we met definitely helped our business and from there, our business continued to grow. So that was the first DAX. And then we went to, I think it was an NBM show after that. I think same year we went to, same year NBM show. We went and had a ball at that one. We actually got together with some other people from Facebook groups, and we rented out a house and had an amazing time there. And then the following year, did the trade show circuit again, and actually worked in the TRW booth, helped out there. It was a great time with it. In fact, Corey and Pilar went out to Long Beach that year to help in the TRW booth. And we did we did the shows here. We did Tinley Park. Was that year? Did we do? No, that was because it wasn't in Indianapolis. It was Milwaukee that year. So Tinley Park, Milwaukee, and then we did. They did Long Beach, and then we went down to Orlando. So we had a great time. So first years that we went to the trade show, we were a spectator. Second year, spectator and helped out in the booth. And now, this being the third year, guess what? We got our own booth. So I said, just put your mind to it, kids. Anything can happen. If you would have told me 3 years ago, hey, you're going to have your own booth at DAX, I was lying. But clearly, booth 218 says we were telling the truth. And yes, Connie, I cannot wait for Tinley as well. Tinley is where the birthplace of OSG came from. If anybody doesn't know the backstory of that, let me fill you in on it. So for me, I've been in the industry, 15 years now. And I found that when you were just starting off, this is before Facebook, so you were really trying to find information out there. And there just wasn't a whole lot. You weren't getting, I'm going to pre-press this one because it's got a lot of creases. So sometimes I'll do that too. I'll pre-press a shirt if I don't like the way it's setting or like how it's creased up, because then, that way it doesn't fold on itself and get all weird with it. But like I said, when I was starting off, there wasn't a whole lot of information out there. You really had to hunt and peck for the information. And the information that you could find, which is almost still true today, is the information that you do find isn't so much on how to run your business, but it's how to use the equipment and supplies from the vendors. And that's fabulous that they produce you with those tools. They're selling you something and they're showing you how to use it, settings, everything like that. But there's nothing on the business back end for it. And I really saw it that first year at Tinley Park. So that was the first trade show that we'd been to. And I saw a ton of amazing equipment that they were gung-ho to sell you for. And they said, you buy this machine, you can produce 65 shirts a day or whatever you can, they're putting out this number here. And this is your ROI on it. And here's this. Okay, so you're showing this. But I was like, okay, so what's the how? How do I do this? Like, how do I market this? How do I present this? White toner laser. It does all of these things, but how do I don't know. Yes, I know it does all this stuff, but I need to have some information to be able to do this, right? Because by this time, I've ran enough businesses, helped develop companies, took companies that were doing poorly, helped re-strategize them and redeveloping them to sell for profit. So I knew numbers, I knew what needed to be happening, but there was nothing there for it. So I got to talking with Aaron because he was presenting at a show. Right? He was presenting there. It was their, I think, their 400th celebratory show for two regular guys at Buffalo Wild Wings. And yes, we will be attending Buffalo Wild Wings again this year when we head to Tinley Park. But as we're sitting there talking, I'm like, here, man, here's my idea. There has got to be a way that we can just put something together that can help everybody in the industry. Because everybody starts somewhere. Nobody knew everything when they first started off. And there's not really a whole lot of information for them to have a solid base on it. And so that was in March or April. That was probably April. And then we talked about it over the summer, kind of bounced ideas back and forth. And then come November, he had his digital marketing superhero presentation that he put on in his webinar. And, there was a big call for training. And I said, well, here's kind of how my business has worked. And here's what we did. I'm like, we do got a heat press, and, we do 6 figures a year. And here's how we do it. It doesn't matter where we did it from. Here's how, whether you're in your house, your garage, you got a storefront, you got whatever, it can be done. You just need to have that strong, solid foundation underneath you, which I felt that we did, because living proof. This is how we did it. So he's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, So we put together the initial 5 keys, So it was, knowing your numbers, what's it cost you to run your business, to be open, whether you're there or not. You need to know what your hourly rate is. And, how do you price for profit? You need to know these things so you can price for profit every job, because profit is not a dirty word. Okay. You need to make profit on every job. And then putting some systems in place to make your jobs easier and make sense, like this system in place of me having, here's the press, here's my shirts that I'm grabbing right to the left of me off camera, here's my transfers that I'm picking up, and then I'm setting them here. My few steps, I'm not walking many steps. I'm becoming efficient, because when you're efficient, guess what? It saves you time, and saving time is saving money. So putting systems in place to help with your workflow and organization, that was number 3. And then, what are you doing when this job's done, right? There's got to be some kind of delivery and follow-up. How are you presenting it? What are you doing with the customer after customer? Because it's a lot cheaper to keep a customer you currently have than to go out and find a new one. And then we had some marketing things in it. Here's some marketing ideas, some marketing tools. Here's a little marketing thing together to help you have a basic understanding of marketing and how it works. So that was the initial 5 keys. So we put that system out, and we did great with it. And in fact, we did so good with it, we had people say, hey, what more? What more can we do for people? Because they wanted more training, more things. So the OSG membership was born. And then from that, the Masters of Success was born. And we just kept building the business. Well, now, people asked, hey, not 100% sure if the monthly membership is for me. Okay. They're like, I wish there was just a program, that would help me on that. I heard good things about your 5 keys. I wish that was just a standalone thing. Well, that, my friends, could be what the big announcement is going to be, that we're going to release it next. There is something we're putting together. Aaron has been working tirelessly, and I have been doing my best to support him with it. And it is amazing what is going to come up and out. I'm not going to tell you tonight, but I will tell you that, when it comes out, I don't consider it a hefty price tag for the program, because there's like, what did Aaron tell me? 30 hours. I'd have to go. I guess I could take a break and look at the email, or look at my phone real quick, because we pull bullet points from stuff to see what it is, and I can pull that up in between pressings and stuff, because it's just simple buttons, and then I just got to hit Aaron to see where it was, and then check the right email to make sure I got with that, because I always spell his name wrong. So we'll find that. I do. Sometimes I leave out an A, and it's really thrown off there. Was that it? Let me look real quick, because I thought I had it. Right here. Maybe look. I should look in that thing called Sent, because then I can be able to find it and see it was there. There it is. Aha. Okay. Yeah. Bullet points. I'm gonna move that out of the way, so then I can tell you the bullet points of what it's gonna have. So there's gonna be over 5 hours of training in it. Okay. There's 5 hours of training. There's 5 distinct areas to build a proper business foundation, right? Because we know if you don't have the proper foundation, you can't build it. I mean, you can't build a house on mud, right? You have that solid foundation. There's going to be 25 specific detailed modules. There's 26 homework assignments to make sure you take action. It's, these are requirements of you. These are things that need to do that's going to happen. You're going to have email support with less than 24 hours turnaround time, from Aaron or myself. And you're going to have the confidence to grow or launch your business with guardrails that steer you away from these catastrophic events that can happen. The great thing is Aaron is also a Jack Canfield success principle coach. So he's incorporated some of that success principles training inside of this program for you. Like I said, I feel that it is well valued at $997, but it's not going to be anywhere near that price. I will give you my word that it's not going to be anywhere near that price. But you will have to wait till Thursday to find out what that price is going to be. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a good price. All right. Let's see. Connie, TRW, or at that time was the Decal World. They really launched my business, and I started in 2004. And so I started in, so what did I start? 15 years ago now? So what did that put me? 06? I think right around there. 06. Sounds about right. And mine, when I got started, was a lot of the T-shirt forum is who helped me there. It wasn't until the second go around, because the first time I used it to just play money. It was, I want to buy this new toy. And guess what? We're selling some shirts. And I take it serious. I've always had, good jobs that paid well. And this was just, a side thing for a little play money here and there. And then go through it, throw a divorce in there. And that kind of puts a damper on things. And then I kind of, just help people out. I had another business that helped with artwork, drove customers there, got a little commission from them. Pretty decent thing. And they screwed up Hattie's first birthday shirt. And then, in fact, they shortly closed after that. And they took a lot of people's money. And I decided enough's enough. It was time for me to get back in this. And so I did. And those people that they screwed over, I helped out. Shit didn't need to, but I felt it was the right thing to do. So I got a good following from that. And then I came across Matt over it because I think Corey was looking for rhinestones or something for a shirt. And I'm like, internet, let's see what we can find. Bloop, 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 bloop. And I find this guy named Matt, who's got hundreds of videos on rhinestones. Well, this guy must know what he's talking about. And so then started following him, and on his, back then, what, we were lucky, there was 150 people on a live, so you felt like a family. You really grew back then, and I consider Matt one of my friends now. I'll call him up and shoot the breeze with him and talk business, and he's always there as a supportive thing. So he's been a mentor to me during this growing process. Because it's kind of easy to have the retail go wholesale. There is some people along the way that kind of had my blinders on because of who I was surrounding myself with, and I I didn't know this until later on. But there's some things that happened, and if you didn't know, prior to me having my own group, I was an admin. We're at Sub and More, which I started being an admin over there. Jeez, I think we only had 4,000 people. If Marvin's still here, he came on a little while after us, and I think we had a good group of people over there, and we grew it to 20,000 people. I think now it's over 40,000. Kudos to them to continue to grow. But just different outlooks on things. So there's a little falling out. No hard feelings on my end, because if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have continued to do this and push myself, because that was that. It's up to me. It's up to each one of us to make us who we want to be, and who you are in the there. You don't rely on anybody else. It's on you. You do you. You're the one who makes yourself, nobody else. So we grew from that. When I was talking with Matt, like, hey, what thoughts on this and that? And he's like, hey, man, you just keep doing everything that you do. He goes, and things will fall into place. So I said, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And it's been growing ever since. Which reminds me, we're at a little over 3,000 people in our Business Basics group. Which, easy share now, is if you just go to OSG Business Basics, we'll take you right to our Facebook page. when we get to 5,000 members, we are going to give away the Stalls A to Z heat press. Right? Hey, we're just going to have a little entry form. All you got to do is sign up with your name and email, and we are going to give it away for free. We're going to do it on live. We get the little wheel spinner. So, the digital wheel spinner where you'll put in everybody's name, and it'll randomly pick it. So we'll do all that live, but that's when we get to 5,000 members. So we got 3,000, right? So technically, if everybody, who's on right now, in the group would go invite 2 people, then, one person would get us over there. 2 people do 6, and the math goes on. So if everybody does 5, oh, God, we'd be there in no time. And the higher we get, the more fun things we'll give away. Who knows? There could be, a wide format printer. There could be a DTF printer. There could be an embroidery machine. There could be a laser. Who knows what there could be? But I'm going to guarantee you that there will be something, and we'll keep doing that because I like giveaways. I like giving people a chance to start. My biggest thing about the giveaways that I've gotten is out of all the giveaways, and I've sent countless emails, I think only one has contacted back and said, yep, I'm ready for this. So I think from here on out, it's going to be, you got to be live to win, because if you're not live, I send out emails and stuff sits there, and I send out emails, and then what? We just keep waiting for it. So I think that's going to be the only thing to change. All right, let me see where some comments are. Facebook user, like I said, head to oursuccess.group/Facebook, and I can see who you are, but I cannot see who you are. But it says, you don't feed the shirts on the press. Do you have bleeding issues? Nope. Nope to both. I don't feed them on the press, and I don't have bleeding issues. Now, you may get that with some sublimated items, but you can feed them on through the press that way, or you can thread them on, or you can use the parchment paper between the two. But nope, this is how I've always done it here. And Renee makes a great point. Put everything on wheels to utilize your workspace. Absolutely. Wheels will help you definitely increase your productivity, and will help you actually move things where you need them for you, not you moving to where things are. So that's a great point there. Let's see. Let me just keep going. Yes, the t-shirt form. Yep, t-shirt form. I mean, that's when like Josh was still in sales over at Stalls. I mean, I remember, he would take a lot of flack for telling people, you can use this and make shirts with it. Because when I originally started, I just got into it for decals. And then I found, through, I was trying to figure out the t-shirt side of it. People like, Josh, hey, you can get this vinyl and you can make shirts. I'm like, what? Get out of here. So we did. I'm like, dude, game changer. And it's been great ever since. And it's like when I found transfers, game changer. Makes everything a lot easier. And I'm having a ball doing it from there. Todd, you and Aaron are doing a fantastic job helping people launch businesses. Keep it up. I don't ever plan on stopping, Connie. That's true. I love the success of other people is what really drives me. To see that, to talk to people, to know where people started off when I first started talking with them, a couple of years ago. And then, not saying I was a big part of it, but to know that I played, a part in their journey and was there to support them and keep pushing them. That's amazing. The goal is to do OSG full time and turn Fat Dad over to a skinny kid or, a sexy mom, one of those two. If the kids or the wife wants to take it over, hey, great. We even talked about rebranding it the other day, getting rid of Fat Dad and coming up with something else. So that way they felt more a part of it, because right now it's pretty singular. It's me. And speaking of me, why not? I'll talk about me for a second. I have a mastermind that I'm in, and every 2 weeks, we get together for a call, go, just work on things, bang out things. And then we put on a commitment for the next 2 weeks. So I will put out my commitment to everyone here. I am fat. I am large. I don't have a problem saying that. I have not always been this way. At one time, I was 150 pounds, and that was soaking wet, and I was running on a slow day, 5 miles, and on a busy day, 15 miles. I ran, I was in shape, and then I realized that they had cars and girls and beer and parties, and I just kind of let it all slide. And over the years, I may have chunked up. Okay, fine. I got fat. I mean, I did. I've gotten huge. I've gotten fat. And the only person's fault that is mine. I make bad health choices. I haven't always ate the best. I haven't always portioned correctly. And I sure as hell haven't exercised like I should. And I know I'm capable of. But I chucked it. I made excuses on why I didn't have time to work out. I didn't have time to prepare the proper food. I liked the taste of, high sugar, high calorie drinks. I just did that. So I made a commitment to my group today that I am going to exercise 15 minutes a day. Between now, starting now. So whether that's walking or riding a bike or swimming or anything, I'm going to be active 15 minutes a day. So I make a commitment here in front of everybody so that everybody knows, that's what I'm going to do. I need to get healthy. They've got 37 kids. Okay, there's like 8 of them, but I need to be here for all of them. I need to get healthy, not only for them, but for myself. I have breathing issues, but that's because a girl broke my nose and it's too pretty to go back and get reset. So I'm always going to have those. And she didn't break it on purpose. Well, she probably did. She pushed me into the corner of a table when I was like 8. And so I can only breathe out of one nostril at any given time. And it kind of fluctuates. There's a flap up there, and they said, "Oh, fix it. We got to go in there and re-break your nose." I'm like, "Screw that. My nose is pretty. You're not going to break my nose." But so that is my commitment to myself, is to I'm going to start exercising. I got a Y membership, so I can go to the Y and do that. But that's me. 15 minutes a day is what we're going to do there, and go from there. All right. Let's see what he had there. Let's see, Marvin. Okay, Facebook user. If you a Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but yes, these transfers came from 613 Originals, and now 613 does no longer take new clients. So if you need single color transfers, you can contact me. And yes, we do charge a little processing fee because there is some time on our side, but they're still going to be reasonably priced. You got to make sure the drop shipping and everything works, but we will get you some good transfers at price there. Marvin, good times. I'm putting off doing shirts like you, getting ready to print a banner instead. Okay, but Marvin, like printing a banner, we just print and walk away, right? Like, come on. I know that story. Guess what? I got decals. They're just going to print. So print the shirts. You just do this. You just go. You're set and ready to go. And this is why I love screen printed transfers, especially over like sublimation transfers. I mean, it's the same process. You get transferred. You're going to press your shirt. The only difference is your time and pressure. And that's pretty much it. But transfers are great for projects that are long runs. And kind of tells me that we're going to have so much fun when we finally meet at Tinley Park. So fun fact, we did a Denver show, and we did a meet and greet, and we had a great time. And we were sitting there at the dinner table. And if anybody knows, Denver is a good town, good times. And I had, somebody there. It was me and I think Pilar and Matt Vassallo sitting there at the end of the table talking. And somebody came up to me and said, "You're Todd, huh?" And I said, "I am." And they said her name. I'm like, "Oh, pleased to meet you." And they proceeded to tell me, "I cannot stand all that motivational crap that you post. Why do you do that?" I'm like, "What?" Like, what do you mean? I mean, it's who I am. It's the same reason I paint my toes. It's just who I am, right? Speaking of, my toes look amazing. I have to show them to you guys. But yeah, totally railed on me for posting positive things in the memes and the groups, and tired of seeing it. And I was like, "Holy crap!" And the look on Vassallo's face was amazing. Because we're like, "Did that really just happen?" Right? Sure as hell did. It was a fun thing, and that's where I'm like, "Hey, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, But the people who follow me on their cup of tea, that's all that matters. I don't have to be everybody's cup of tea, but I just have to be the cup of tea to the people that want the kind of tea that I serve. So that was a fun fact of a meet and greet in Denver. Tinley Park was an amazing one. Oh, that one was a blast of one to do. But in Denver, in Denver, I do believe I'm pretty sure Mr. Matt Fasalo was losing in what's the game? Where the air hockey was losing in air hockey, and so he did not lose. He unplugged the machine. I'm pretty sure that happened. The machine was unplugged, so a score could not be finalized. The game broke, so he's a sore loser. just remember that. He does not like to lose, but it was a great time in Denver. Tinley Park, amazing time. We had a really, really good time at that show. In fact, I got a little gluing lesson from our own Crystal Ninja. That was an amazing thing there to have our own glue class for that. And then, of course, we had the Stormtrooper helmet that if you ever want to see people's faces just jaw drop, wear a crystallized Stormtrooper helmet into Buffalo Wild Wings on a Friday night, and that's always a fun thing to see. Let's see. Me most of the time. And see, Facebook user, I don't know who you are. So Facebook user, head to oursuccessgroup.com, oursuccess.group, /Facebook, and then he can give you permission, and you can go from there. Let's see, the COVID 220. It was more like the COVID. I had a lot from the COVID. I don't even know. I should probably get on the scale and see. But like this, I'm probably losing weight doing this. I mean, is this exercising, right? Breaking down my forearms and going from here. It's a great place to start. So probably that of me. Thanks, Renee. We all got to start somewhere, and I wasn't going to try and set this crazy lofty goal of I'm going to exercise for an hour a day. Listen, I honestly don't know if I could do that, and I'd probably just burn out of it. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. So why not start with 15 minutes, right? That's it. Just work on your business 15 minutes. And if you have more time, great. But just carve out that set of time for business, for things that you need to do. I need to do this. So it's going to be 15 minutes. It could be half an hour. It could be an hour. Who knows how long it will go. But if I say it's going to be 15 minutes, then, hey, it's going to be 15 minutes, right? We're at least doing 15 minutes. So that's the plan, and that's starting, whether, like I said, it's a walk or ride the bike, maybe some water aerobics. I mean, I'm sure there's some elderly women who wouldn't mind seeing a fat, hairy, tattooed white guy jump in the pool with them. Might ruffle little feathers and might turn into like a hot tub or something. But hey, we're gonna have some fun with it, and it's definitely something that I need to do. All right. Look at that. Joe, thanks for stopping by, giving everybody hellos. Renee and Eric and Jesse, thanks for stopping by. and Mo, don't like it on Facebook? Keep scrolling. You gotta get. Oh, it was amazing. But to come find me when we were sitting there at the table, it was just jaw-dropping great. It was like it was unforgettable. It was definitely it was something I won't forget. And hey, like I said, I'm just not their cup of tea. It was a good thing anyway. It made me chuckle, and it still does. Oh yes, Kelly and the coin machine. So those coin pusher machines, Kelly, Crystal Ninja, loves those coin pusher machines, and it was just. She was like a kid in a candy store with those, and it was amazing to have fun watching that. Here, put some more in. You're almost there. Let's have a good time. I stay away from the scale. Just keep moving. Hey, that's I couldn't tell you the last time I got on the scale. I know when I did, I was upset with myself. Oh, and now, all right, I know we're getting towards the end because now we're to these bad boys. And we're gonna see if it leaves any color on our press. I don't think these will, but there's only going to be one way to find out. We'll put this on here, and we'll see. Because, like I said, you're hitting it, that 7 seconds. We'll see what happens. I'll look and see. I don't see any color change. And there it is. Boom. Just like that. So we should kill these. I think I think we'll do pretty good time. I think I'll be close to an hour with these because I know I've been chatting. I haven't been in speed round. I haven't been doing, any of that. I've been kind of taking my time, seeing what's going on with that. By my timer, we're 52 minutes in. I don't know how many shirts we have left, but I do know that it could be gone way faster. Because you remember, these are only taking 7 seconds. I mean, I could really speed up here if we wanted to. These only take 7 seconds, so do the math. How many of these can you do an hour? If this is the only thing you were focusing on, like this, in this 7 seconds, getting the next transfer ready to go, so you're not doing that. Separating the shirt so it's there. These are all things that we would do from it. But I've just been kind of, cruising along, chatting with y'all, seeing what's new, seeing what's going on. I'm hoping I see a lot of you out this summer, at the trade show circuit. And I said, if you're within like 6 hours one, you should definitely go to one. Doesn't matter which one it is, just go to it. Because you'll thoroughly enjoy it. Boom. Ooh, the camera that time. That's no bueno. Let's see. Matthew Wells, Eric, I'm a letter carrier. Had a walking route 12 miles a day, but still fat. Nice retirement route with no walking. Yes, fatter. Yeah, I used to run cross country, right? Can you believe that? Like, didn't bother me at all. I loved to run. It was a good time. Ooh, I'm gonna have to have. If Corey's listening, well, maybe not, because I do just notice that the iPad didn't have a full charge when I got started. It only has 15%. So I might have to have her come down here and plug in a cord. She's probably not listening. She's probably lounging in the pool or something, something relaxing like that. So I get it. That's what I would be doing, No, she's probably having fun with the kids. By having fun with the kids, I mean trying not to kill them. Trying not to get killed by them. Gee, those two together, man. Sometimes it's crazy. It is downright crazy. All right. What else am I missing? Eric, and say, because you guys can see those comments in the YouTube parts because you're all in the YouTube segment. Like I said, we're cruising right along. Got our shirts here. Nothing crazy. Like I said, I could definitely speed this process up by a third if I wasn't chatting with you guys. No offense, though. I thoroughly enjoyed chatting with you. But we'll at least get to see how long it really takes. Because we're at 54. So that's why I know it was take about an hour. And then we would be good to go and just keep pressing along, because that's what we do. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Renee. Yes, it was a 4-person air hockey, and he did unplug. Yes, 4-person air hockey, and instead of losing, Mr. Fasalo decided, I'm just going to unplug this, and then it's not going to, there's no score, It's like a rain delay or something, rain out. Sorry, we didn't complete the inning, so that score didn't count. So I think that's how his mind works. Chatting makes work go by faster. Me, I need that music going, boom, 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 because I know, like if I can get some good thumping music, like in fact, I think it was a couple days before DMX passed away, before he OD'd. I was doing a shirt order, and that's what I had rolling with some old school DMX. And I was thumping hard down here, and Corey came downstairs and like, nice. And I'm like, yeah, man. Like, this is what's up. This is what I need. So music, to me, makes it go by a lot faster. When we're doing stuff like this, the 7-second ones, super fast. Super easy to do. Because I think we just have a few left. And then we'll catch the timer and we'll see where everything is and be able to go from there. Matt is super competitive because we did a Mario Kart too. They had had Mario Kart, like 4 of them connected together, Yeah, so that was even better because there's nothing like, a couple of us are like, watch this. As long as one of us wins. And I think he caught on that fairly quickly. He was like, what are you guys doing? But it was definitely fun. You said if you ever, I don't know if TRW ever go to another trade show. If they do, definitely check them out for sure. And if not, if they ever have an open house again and you're in that area, highly recommend going down to that. We surprised him one year. It was his open house was the same weekend as my birthday. These 4Xs are huge, man. His trade show was, or his open house was the weekend of my birthday, so let's go surprise them. And that's what we did, was flew down to Orlando, spent some time there, picked up Renee, drove across the state, showed up in his parking lot and said, your Wi-Fi sucks, man. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, your Wi-Fi sucks. We're in your parking lot. And so we met up with them and we had a good time. The next day was their trade show. And here it is. Last shirt. Let's see what the time is when we're all said and done. And like I said, think about this, right? Let's think about this as we press this last one. As we're at 57 minutes, this is what we're gonna at with it. Stop timer. So we finished those in 58 minutes, right? So if you cover all your cost on this, let's go. I'm gonna move over this side, so that way I can see you guys. You can see me. See me. You can see me. And there we go. Look at that. Back at it. So let's just do just basic math, right? So if you charge just $1 over what everything cost you to make, right? Cost whatever it was. Say your all-in cost, covering your overhead, everything is $4. If you sold those for $5 a piece, and we just did 100 of them, 57 minutes, right? So that's $100 profit. Not a bad hour. All right. Oh, Mike, thank you. Thanks, Renee. Ooh, look, I got to drop that down here. There. So anyway, no mistakes. That's right. We didn't make any mistakes, Connie. Good job. See, now I can hit this back. No mistakes. No mistakes. Yeah, no mistakes. Like namaste, no mistakes. That's what we're going to start saying it that way. And yes, now we get the mic back on. But yeah, with these, I mean, there's easy $100, for an hour. Factor in, yes, how much time did you have beforehand dealing with the client? All that needs to be factored in. But like I said, you can do orders like these. You can do a 100-piece shirt order, same color design, no problem. You can have it done in an hour. There's no more excuses for I can't take a job on like that, because I just showed you as I was talking to you, and I had it done in less than an hour. So there's definitely time for you to do it. So you should go out there and find those jobs. All right. Wind things up here. Remember, scrolling along the bottom, sticker deal 10, save you 10% off our sticker deals over at Fat Dad Wholesale. Also, while we got that going on, don't forget, check us out this weekend if you're in the Kansas City area over at the DAX show. We're Friday, Saturday, booth 218. For all of our links and all of our information, you can head over to linktr.ee/fatdadcd. I hope that you learned something tonight and saw that, hey, you can do this. It's not difficult. You can all put it in there. You can kill it. You can kill it on stuff and really, really nail it down there. So figure out what you can do, where it's at, and how you can make that money. If you have any questions or if there's anything else you want me to press and do, let me know. I'm not sure what we got going on for next Tuesday. It will be a club OSG after hours. So we'll get into a little marketing. We'll get into a little pricing. Maybe you'll see something at the trade show will pique my interest, and we'll put it all together and put it out there. Excuse me. The other thing about talking for an hour straight, you got to keep that whistle wet. So you go from there. Let's see, Connie's cheapest, $5.50 an hour, or $5.50 a shirt. Now we will go cheaper than that because of how we've got our pricing structure and where things are with it. But that's good to know that Connie knows where her numbers are and needs to put it on there. All right. And thanks, Connie. Thank you for safe travels to Kansas City and have fun. We're going to have a blast. We will post from there. We will do videos. We will do all that there. You guys have a great night. Like I said, hopefully you learned that, yes, you can do this. You just got the heat press. We can get you the transfers. We can take care of all that for you. You can do it. Go after these jobs. Everybody have a great night. We will see you next Tuesday. Until then.